Hello friends and welcome to another Modern League. Today we are returning to Yawgmoth Combo, my favorite deck in Modern. I've been playing this deck since once upon a time and always happy to be returning to it. Um, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you're probably very familiar with the list, but there are a couple of things that I do differently from other Yawgmoth pilots. One of the most noticeable things is I play Zulaport Cutthroat instead of Blood Artist. There's only very small difference, and one is that Zulaport Cutthroat has power, so it can attack, and the other is that it does not target, while Blood Artist will trigger for the opponent's creatures. So while we are losing out a little bit on some potential damage, some potential reach from the Blood Artist triggering on the opponent's creatures, this will trigger even if the opponent is untargetable by, say, a Veil of Summer or Leyline of Sanctity. I also run two Geralf's Messengers. Most lists are only running one at this point. I'm still kind of a holdover, I guess, from the old Yawgmoth list, which used to run four messengers. I just really like having access to the second so that I can either do a combo with two Geralf's Messengers, which means I don't need to have the same amount of life or more life than the opponent in order to combo. I can do it from less life. And then also, if they manage to remove one messenger, then I still have another one in the deck that I can go get and combo with. Um, let's see here. I'm also running one extra land and fewer Birds of Paradise. We need to make the room for the messenger and the Hapatra, and Hapatra belongs in this deck. There's no way you're going to convince me otherwise. Too many times Hapatra has been the difference between winning and losing. So I really believe that one of Hapatra in the main is warranted. Right, so otherwise, really happy to be playing some Yawgmoth combos, so let's get into the games. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, obviously we cannot keep this. We only have one land, and it's Twilight Mire, so this is just not going to work. I mean, we don't even have a dork in this hand, so one land hand was not going to work regardless. Do I prefer Modern or Pauper? Pauper. It's pretty close, but Pauper has a very special place in my heart. We're going to keep this. We'll get rid of a land. I think we're going to get rid of the Peatland here. We don't really see myself sacrificing a land to draw a card anytime soon. More of a PC gamer? Same. Although it would be nice to see what Elden Ring is like on console. Two of a kind. Good luck with the league. Thank you, Ree. And I'll probably just hit 0 here. I don't need to be passing priority on every little thing. So it looks like we're up against Murktide, which is a difficult matchup. Right on time, Ignoble Hierarch. We had drawn that instead of the Yawgmoth. Ah, well, let's not worry about that kind of thing. Finally have this built in paper and haven't been able to play for 4 FNMs. Oh no! Ah, sorry to hear that, friend. Hopefully you're able to get some use out of the deck soon. Counterspell on the Strangleroot Geist. Unfortunate that our last land here cannot cast the Ignoble Hierarch. It is not a Deathrite Shaman. Anyone remember that in chat? Anyone remember casting a mana dork for a black mana? Those were good times. Okay, they're tapped out. We get to cast a Yawgmoth. One, two, three, four, five, six. If we can get Chord of Calling down through a counterspell, I think we win. Oh, they have Unholy Heat for Yawg. That's unfortunate. Well, we do have another one, so we're just going to let this happen. We could reduce the Darcy to a 2/2, kind of set up the Strangleroot Geist for better attacks. But, I don't know. I don't like exposing my Strangleroot Geist to an Unholy Heat, if you know what I mean. I'm a Pauper player. How does the combo work? So I'm going to get Yawgmoth in play along with 2 Undying creatures, and the Undying creatures are going to be able to trade -1 counters with the +1 counters from the Undying. Um, we'll do the combo at some point today, so you'll see. Alright, so they have the opportunity to trade their Darcy for half of our Geist. We just get the damage in. Sweet. And here's a Grist. So we could tick up the Grist, get an Insect, which is good for Chord of Calling or Yawgmoth, or we could sacrifice the Ignoble to kill, or the Strangleroot Geist to kill the Darcy. Killing the Darcy probably saves the Grist as well. So they do have the opportunity to kill a creature with this on the stack. So they could, for example, like kill the Ignoble Hierarch, then I would have to sacrifice half of the Grist to take care of Darcy. And it looks like that's what they're doing. Oh, they're gonna... Okay, they're gonna finish the Grist. Sure. So we get a 2 for 2 here. Ooh, this is scary. Ledger Shredder into Murktide. Which Pauper deck did I play yesterday? I played a bunch. I played Burn, I played Madness, and I played Hot Dogs. And then I also did a couple of games with, oh, if we had kept the mana, this would be in such a good position. I also played a couple of games with Rakdos and Mono Black Control, but the last two weren't leagues. Expressive Iteration, pretty good card for them at this point when they're looking for like a counter spell or a removal spell for Yawgmoth. Their hand was getting pretty sparse, so this is potentially getting them exactly what they're looking for now. House Swifty in Pauper, amazing. From the perspective of the person playing it, a couple of our opponents were not very happy with the downgrade. Alright, so they have 2 mana up. They could have counter magic, but if they don't have interaction, we win. Bad matchup. I would call this one a difficult matchup. Yes, they have some good ways to interact with us with both counter magic and removal. They have a good clock to be able to close the game out very quickly. So basically, we have this one chance to resolve our 2 spells through counterspell, hoping they have no removal. Oh, this just got way better for us. If they're casting another Murktide here, they're tapped out. The only thing they could possibly have is Force of Negation, but I don't know that the opponent's deck even plays that card. So I do believe we just have this locked up. Well, let's cast our spells and find out. X is 2. Go get Cutthroat. Alright, so here's the combo. We have 4 pieces. We're going to use Yawgmoth, put a counter on something, doesn't matter. Sacrifice one of our Undying Creatures, and put the Zulaport Cutthroat trigger on the stack. Okay, opponent concedes, they know how the combo works, but basically from that point, we're going to be sacrificing the Undying Creature that doesn't have a counter on it, targeting the Undying Creature that does have a counter on it, and we're going to be able to do that as many times as we have cards in our library. And because we have the Zulaport Cutthroat to refund the life that Yawgmoth is costing us on the activation, that means we're not like bound by how many life points we have. And every iteration of the combo is doing 1 point of life drain to the opponent. So after 6 iterations, the opponent is dead. Okay. We got lucky there. We're going to be pretty happy with that. Let's bring in the Endurance. Let's bring in the Scavenging Ooze. We're going to take out the Eldritch Evolutions. Opponent is playing counter magic, and we do not want Eldritch Evolution against a deck with counter spells. So we have to take out one more card if we want to play all this. Could take out a Messenger, not that big of an issue. Want to keep all the Grist. So yeah, pretty much looking at Messenger as the odd card out. Yeah, I would rather this was Yawgmoth, but good enough. Get some of these get some of this endurance going on here. Slow down their Murktide. I don't want to just play Young Wolf here. With them having Spire Bluff open, I kind of feel like they're going to have access to Unholy Heat or Lightning Bolt. So if I play the Hierarch, I kind of just like lose it. So we're going to play a little bit slow here. Start with the Young Wolf, and then play the Ignoble and attack for 2. No, not holding up Counterspell, huh? Ledger Shredder, coming down. Grist. Well, an attack for 2 isn't really going to do anything, is it? Let's pass back. Oh, there's Yogg. So we've got almost all the pieces here. It does look like the opponent is ready with a counterspell. So maybe we'll just hold up Endurance here. We can put a bunch of fetch lands back into their deck. That's pretty cool. Gonna do Lightning Bolt the Ignoble. Do not really want to put that back into their deck. I'm actually considering casting the Endurance in response to Iteration, so we don't throw Iteration back in. But then again, also, like, so many things. What's the casting cost of Murktide here? It's 7. So this goes into the graveyard, they get land, they play Murktide. Reveal Spire Bluff. Okay, so we're going to be able to resolve our Yawgmoth here. Unlicensed Hearst. Okay. Huh. Boseiju. So that does stop our combo. Ooh, we got a Grist to resolve. Very nice. Okay, let's kill this Ledger Shredder. Sacrifice Insect. Oh, shit. Lightning Bolt? Okay, it's Unholy Heat. I thought it was, I was gonna feel so bad if they Lightning Bolted my Yawgmoth here. If they're spending 2 Unholy Heats on Yawgmoth. Why wouldn't they just cast the single Lightning Bolt? Oh, they're going for the Connive. That's why. Okay, they discarded a land, so Ledger Shredder is still on the way down. I don't do anything with my Yawgmoth here. We could, like, sacrifice a Dryad Arbor. Get an extra card draw. No target. Because this one here is already going to kill the Ledger Shredder, so we don't want to get this one to fizzle. Okay, pass back. Aw, we lose our Grist. They have 1 card left. We get Scooze. Oh, that's a nice one. Think their last spell in hand might be Counterspell. It is. Archmage Charm, but counter target spell. Alright. Play Scooze. And we're going to eat up the Ledger Shredder and Expressive Iteration. Okay, they're going to actually eat up 2 of their own cards in response. Sure. It means we do not gain the life. We don't get the +1/+1 counter. But we're still taking cards out of their graveyard. Get that sorcery out of there. Actually, I might actually just do that on their turn. So maybe they pull out 2 more cards. And they scoop. Excellent. Yeah, definitely keep this. Turn 1, Ignoble Hierarch. Turn 2, Grist. Turn 3, Pair of Strangleroot Geist. Let's go. Hey there, have you been playing Yogg for a while? Yeah, I've been playing Yogg since Once Upon a Time. Just found the stream up. Fantastic, happy you're here. If you're interested, if you enjoy the content here, then I do have a YouTube channel as well. I put a lot of Yawgmoth leagues onto the YouTubes. And other stuff too. Do a lot of popper content, which is pretty popular lately. Ragavan. Okay. Let's get Grist out here. Do I want to go basic forest for this? Got two black sources, but this one could die at some point. I think I'm going to pay the life. We're going to make sure we have double black for later. You say you got a spicy Yogg list? Alright, if you send me a whisper, I'll take a look at it later. Most people aren't allowed to put links into the chat, so just send it to me and I'll take a look when I get a chance. I was doing a lot more experimentation with Yawgmoth before Modern Masters 2 came out. Once we got access to Ignoble Hierarch, Grist, Endurance, all the lists started to look very, very similar. I have spent a little bit of time playing Yorion Yawgmoth, which has been a lot of fun. Definitely not the most powerful version of a Yawgmoth deck, but you get the opportunity to play a lot of cool cards. We can actually just hit 6 here. I don't need to spend any of my clock on the opponent's turn. Yo, you've been trying out Abzan Yawgmoth with Yorion. Awesome. The theory was to put as many combos as possible. Okay, so are you playing the Ivy Oak combo? Ivy Lane Denizen and Scurry Oak. I actually broke Moto one day with that combo. I had set it up to, like, every single piece of the combo, I had set it up to auto target and auto yield and auto yes and blah blah blah. So the programming was just, like an infinite loop at that point, and it just made, like 200 tokens, and then the program said, no, you lose. Just literally made me lose the game. Oh, Eidolon. But we get Boseiju, so Boseiju can kill the Eidolon. Costs all of our mana to do that, though, to kill the Eidolon with Boseiju. We could tick up Grist, play the Boseiju, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could Chord of Calling X's 2. That doesn't really do anything for us. Oh, hey there, Chuck. Checking out the Ivy Oak combo. It's a pretty fun one. We could play the Strangleroot Geist, tick down the Grist, kill the Eidolon, play another Strangleroot Geist. Thanks, Shauna. Ragavan Burn. The trick is, Burn is already a difficult matchup, and this is a difficult card to deal with. Oh, wow. Whole bunch of stuff I never thought of. Very cool. I'm going to leave the Strangleroot Geist back as a blocker here. We get the Exalted trigger, so we only miss out on 1 damage, and we get to keep some defense, maybe keep the Grist around. I will block you. Oh, wow. Does nothing pass. Love to see it. We... Do we have the kill? We might just have the kill here. So we play Dryad Arbor, Eldritch Evolution, the Strangleroot Geist into Yawgmoth. So that uses all this mana. And then we have Dryad Arbor. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. +1 for Yawgmoth, +1 for Grist. So that's definitely enough to go get the last piece with Chord of Calling. So we just need to try to get them to blink, and then we can cast Chord of Calling in response when they tap their mana. Okay, go get Yogg. Play Dryad Arbor. Pass the turn. So we have the win here. We're just waiting for them to blink. Okay, and they choose to concede. Just wanted them to tap their mana before we went for it. Alright, so we're going to bring in Scavenging Ooze to gain a little bit of life if we can. We can bring in maybe Punishment, Liberator, maybe. Put this in the maybe column. I like a couple of Endurance as blockers. So I want to bring these in for sure, and these are maybes. We can definitely take out a Geralf's Messenger, Eldritch Evolution. I want to keep all the Chord of Callings, take out a Grist. So we managed to make space for all of these. Do I want Hapatra versus Burn? Probably not. Definitely want to keep Young Wolf if they're playing Ragavan. I think I'll go Liberator for Hapatra, so we still got 2 cards here to potentially bring in. Oh, neat. Yeah, I actually recommended Ishkana as a baby name to a friend one time. They didn't take it. Yeah, we'll keep this. This hand actually looks really good. Yeah, exactly, Shauna. Their loss. Okay, they got to turn one wall over, or sorry, the turn one Ragavan. We're looking for a young wolf on top. We do not find it. They're going to be able to hit us with that Ragavan here at least one time. And then we're going to bring in Grist. Start blocking. Try the game Tunic. It's a Souls-like. I'll check it out. Wow, that's an aggressive Fury. Oh. Blood Moon. Blood Moon is actually really good versus Yawgmoth combo. I no longer have access to black mana. I have one swamp in the deck. I guess we can Eldritch Evolution the Wall of Roots into a Yawgmoth. But then, like, the Wall of Roots is providing a big source of our green mana here. So I guess that's why they were so aggressive with the Fury. They really wanted the Blood Moon to resolve that turn. Seasoned Pyromancer. Showing off some good cards now. Block. Get the Young Wolf to be able to block the Ragavan. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to block here so that Wall of Roots doesn't tie to a Lightning Bolt, and block here. I'll take 2. What the? Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Leyline of Bunch deals 2 damage to that player, so we can no longer combo kill. Strangleroot Geist. I think that's worth it. Let's race. I'm gonna attack you with my mountain. It's a mountain dryad, very rare type of dryad. Oh, okay, I guess I'm blocking with dryad now. Did not block with a Wall of Roots, didn't want it to die to a Lightning Bolt. Still want to be able to use Eldritch Evolution. Oh, never casting that. Never, ever. Could just go get another Strangleroot Geist, get really aggressive. We're a Yawgmoth deck, it's usually right to grab Yawgmoth. Also has protection from humans, so it can block the Seasoned Pyromancer without worrying about Lightning Bolt. Oh, that's another really good point. Although they do have another Magus of the Moon here. And we draw a basic forest. So we've got all the green mana we need. Just need access to black mana now. What are we gonna do here? We can attack. I feel a little bit better about resetting my Undying creatures with the Wall of Roots, now that we have the second forest. The reason why I'm like hesitating on attacking with Yawgmoth here, they could like block with Elemental Lightning Bolt, and then I lose my big advantage. But I really want to get aggressive and finish this off. Yeah, Drakuz. I'm starting to have a little bit of regrets on attacking with the Yawgmoth. Alright, so we're going to put a counter on Young Wolf. Sacrifice Wall of Roots. And then we're going to put a counter on Strangleroot Geist. Sacrifice Young Wolf. And then we'll allow this to happen. Go to damage. And we're going to play Wall of Roots, Scavenging Ooze. And I think that wins. Permanent you control. Okay, so yeah, stuff in the graveyard is fine. Moon's so powerful it also disables the flavor text. Yeah, it does, and that's quite relevant. Okay, so they're going for the kill on Strangleroot Geist here. We could reset it by sacrificing the Wall of Roots, and I think I will. Target. Hold on a second, cancel that. First off, we're going to use the mana from Wall of Roots. Scavenging Ooze will eat Fury. And then we'll sacrifice. Okay, so target and sacrifice the Wall of Roots. Resets the Geist. And now target the Young Wolf, sacrifice the Geist. And this will just remove the target. And we find a Liberator to get rid of that leyline. And yeah, no giant for you because I removed the target. Feels pretty nice. And that's a win through Blood Moon and Leyline. And one of the reasons why I really like the Yawgmoth combo deck, especially as someone who spent a lot of time playing the Devoted Druid combo deck. This deck, we can cast our creatures and turn them sideways and win the game through combat. Whereas with the Devoted Druid deck, it was very difficult to do that. You had to combo, basically, in order to win. We're on the play here. I'm not sure that I would keep this hand on the draw, but I think on the play it's probably fine. Aether Vial. Interesting. Ah, the Wall of Roots, though? That makes me want to play Wall of Roots this turn. So if I play Strangleroot Geist this turn, the next turn I could play Wall of Roots Strangleroot Geist, and that gets in, I think, maximum damage. Oh, that's it. They're just gonna have to bring me on as a guest star for season 3 of Beastars. All right, let's straighten up. What is the opponent doing? This is not a traditional Yorion list. This is something else. This is taxes. First strike is a bit of a pain to our Geists. But I think we should have access to Yawgmoth next turn, which is going to be pretty good, obviously. So ready to ban you, Shauna. Want to become famous? Somebody wants a ban. Oh, wait, it's you. Show my YouTubes. You get a pass. Yeah, you did. Stoneforge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Culture comp layout. So we have Xaxes to go get our stuff. Get a Geralf's Messenger. Oh, that's pretty cool. We can maybe set up with Yawgmoth this turn, win next turn. Oh, I mean, you call it a theory, but have you ever seen the two of us in the same place at the same time? Nope. So if I go 1, 2, 3, Geralf's Messenger, then on their turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's not good. I think we just go get Yawgmoth. Probably just do it in response to Aether Vial, I think. We do want to get rid of this Stoneforge Mystic. Probably actually want to just do it now. Because if we pass to end phase and they don't use Aether Vial, then they're going to be able to use their Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, I could always stand to look better. Here, check this out. A little bit of movie magic, and I am adorable. So cute. There we go. Oh. Oh, no kidding. Okay, we're going to reset the Strangleroot Geist first by sacrificing the Wall of Roots. Get us an extra draw this way. And then kill the Stoneforge. And we have a really nice hand. If Yawgmoth lives, this is game. Our life total is a little bit low, so we can't take any damage if we want to get the win with this hand. Spirited Companion. I've played that card in Pauper. Here it is in Modern. Alright, so they do have 2 mana up plus Aether Vial. So there are, you know, potential ways they could interact with us here. Play the Messenger. Can't cast more than one spell. Sure. As long as you don't cast any more spells, I am game. As in, this is game. Target Geist, sacrifice Messenger. And we're just going to combo here, and we're going to go for it. As long as they don't have anything, we're good. Target, sack. This is because we started with an even life total, even though our life totals were the same. Because it was an even number, we can combo kill here. Target, sack. Because you see here I'm at 13, they're about to go to 12. So when I'm at 1, they're going to go to 0. That's how that's going to work. Target, sack. Target, sack. And I just, you know, target, sack. Talk to myself as I'm doing the combo so I don't mess it up. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Always targeting the one with the +1 counter on it. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Here we go. GG. Got to show off the combo here. That was actually a really interesting position. I'm glad that we got to show off that specific thing because, like, normally I say as a shortcut, if we have more life than the opponent, we can win with this 3-card combo, Yawgmoth, Geist, and Messenger. But there is that caveat where if the life totals are the same and they are even, we can also win with Messenger. All right, so we're playing against Yorion Taxes. I think Punishment seems pretty good here. Force of Vigor is a maybe. Definitely like Liberator. Don't think we want Skoos or Thoughtseize or Necromentia. Endurance doesn't seem very good. Definitely want to keep Hapatra. Cute Gobbo. Get Bickler. Hello, hello. So let's see here. Don't know too much about the opponent's deck list. Think I'll take out an Eldritch Evolution and maybe a Messenger. That is one thing about playing two Geralf's Messengers. I find that often I'm searching for a card to take out, and this ends up being one of them. But I still do like starting off with the two Geralf's Messengers and having the choice to keep the two for post-side games. Yeah, yeah, rest in peace would make a lot of sense and would be better than Sanctifier, although Sanctifier is still pretty good. And, you know, all three of our cards coming in, each of them are an answer to Rest in Peace. So that's a good thing. Yeah, get Bitlicker, get... Blah, blah, blah. Sorry. Um, in a lot of cases, Blood Artist is going to be better. However, there are a couple of corner cases where Cutthroat is better and has literally won me games. Just call me Git, thank you. Has literally won me games that I would have lost otherwise. So if opponent has Veil of Summer or Leyline of Sanctity, Cutthroat is still going to work, and that's the reason why I choose Cutthroat. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I am going to keep it. We'll bottom the Cutthroat. Yep, yep, exactly. Um, Most people do play the Blood Artist. I know that Demonic Tutors plays the Blood Artist. It's a pilot by pilot choice. Ooh, they got the Stoneforge out turn 2. This is going to be difficult to deal with because they're going to be going to get, yeah, the Cauldron Complete, and that thing is going to tear me to bits. Not going to take very long. Fortunately, we're going to have access to a ton of mana. So if the opponent gives us a few turns, like Cauldron is going to take a few turns to kill us, maybe we can put something together before we hit 0. I mean, if we can even just find Chord of Calling, we probably have it. Starting to regret losing my Cutthroat here, but is what it is. Opponent still has 5 cards in hand. No land drop this turn. We find the Chord of Calling with double Wall of Roots. That is so strong. So let's see here. Wall of Roots, then we have access to 3 mana. So Grist after that, I guess. Maybe Grist will buy us a turn if the Germ wants to attack it. And if not, then it's accelerating our Chord of Calling by quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could actually Chord of Calling... Oh, if we had Chord of Calling for 3, I might be interested in that. Then again, we could Chord of Calling for 2, go get Strangleroot Geist, and next turn we're ready with Yawgmoth Geist. We would need to draw a land for that, unfortunately. Nice. Yeah, I've been hearing quite a bit about Augur of Autumn. Seems like a very nice card. The Thalia makes the Chord of Calling a little bit more difficult. Got to pay an extra mana for it, obviously. Opponent has a nice number of cards left in their library. Alright, where's combat going? Is the germ heading at me? The germ is heading at me, so I get to keep the grist. Yep, Magus of the Moon. Definitely a very solid option for the Yawgmoth sideboard. I have played it before. Oh, damn it. That really sucks on the Chord of Calling here. I think I'm just going to Chord of Calling in response to this. Go get a Young Wolf. Even Mind Sensor. Damn it. We we get so lucky with 2 Young Wolves in the top 4. Only needed 1. Had it all the time. It's a space issue. It's very, very difficult to find any slots in this deck. Verdant Catacombs. So this does get us the mana we need to play Geist and Yawgmoth. And then we can Grist minus, kill the Arbiter. No, we have to kill the Mind Sensor if we want to search. And then we need 2 extra mana for Arbiter. So all of our lands would be tapped. And then we'd be able to use the Wall of Roots mana on their turn. So that would be 1, 2 for the pay. And then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we draw Chord of Calling, we could win. A lot of ifs, but it is a line that potentially wins us the game. Right. Because of this, I'm stupid. Well, now we don't have enough mana for all the things. We didn't have enough mana for all the things regardless. We can't really grist the germ. It's indestructible. Hey, Mick Slash, thank you for so much for the sub. Thank you for the support. And enjoy those emotes. The Mixlash is another streamer here on Twitch. Plays some popper content and some other video games. Definitely go check him out. Yeah, we had ordered that differently. So embarrassed about that fetch land. Oh no, Path on my Yogg. Lame. One to one. Don't really have any ways to gain life here. So I think we're toast. This germ goes all the way. Because we're at one life, we can't do any Yawgmoth loops. Let's just kill ourselves by fetch and move on to the next game. Nope. Do not like this one at all. Mulligan. The lands are kind of terrible, but not the worst hand. I don't really want to continue to mulligan. Get rid of Eldritch Evolution here. And hope we have a land on top. We do. And also, this time they don't have turn 1 Aether Vial. Let's sack for 3. Pretty good with Ghost Quarter, the Leonin Arbiter. Messenger is kind of an interesting play here. Could also just go with the Liberator. And attack for 3. They don't want to trade their Leonin Arbiter for half of my Geist. I should have played the Liberator. Could have kept 2 mana up, so we would still get the search off the Ghost Quarter. Instead, they get to have a Strip Mine, but we do have quite a bit of mana here on the table. Another Ghost Quarter. Wow. I think I win this race. Play another Dork. It's actually the same damage if I attack with just Geralf's Messenger, as opposed to attacking with both creatures, because we get the double Exalted trigger. So now we get to keep Strangleroot Geist back as a blocker. I know, we could Chord of Calling for a Dryad Arbor. Seems like a terrible idea. Attack with both this time since they have a blocker. Kind of feels like they held the creature back for a block. Get 4 damage in. And let's play Liberator. Just gonna beat you down with my creatures. I don't need to combo. Alright, 3-0. Alright, well this hand is not the hand to do it with. We have no plays till turn 3, mulligan. This is way better. Keep this. I think we just get rid of Chord. Maybe we get rid of Geralf's Messenger because we don't have the mana to cast it. Grist, very nice. Great turn 3 play when we have Chord of Calling. Mana Tithe. Urza's Saga with Hollowed Fountain. Is this hammer time? Hammer time, okay. So we do have a good matchup versus hammer time. However, do not get overconfident in this matchup. Hammer time is a very, very powerful deck. It can kill you on turn 2. So, yeah. Let's just be careful, huh? I kind of want to keep the Boseiju, you know, like, Boseiju kill Urza Saga is pretty strong. I also have Chord of Calling. I want to start working towards my combo. I'm going to attack in with Strangleroot here. I think this is a good opportunity to offer a trade. Ingenious Smith is only going to get bigger. Yeah, speaking of Ingenious Smith only getting bigger, they can play the Memnite this turn, then on our turn, activate the Urza Saga. They get to activate this again. I think I'm just going to take the damage this time. Young Wolf is going to have an opportunity to block something bigger than a 3-3, I'm pretty sure. Land? Kind of want to use Boseiju. Get rid of that Urza Saga, you know? On the other hand, we could play this, get Swamp Geralf's Messenger. And then next turn, play Boseiju Chord of Calling for Yawgmoth. The thing is, our life total is too low for that. This is a human, so we can block this, kill almost everything else. What's Urza's Saga gonna go get? Probably Spear. Another Ingenious Smith. Revealing Darksteel Citadel. Okay, so maybe this isn't hammer time at all. Portable hole? Oh, no. They're just gonna kill us with their beaters. 100% Wurza. Uwuza. Okay. Oh, that seems pretty good. I think that we are literally dead. Good job, opponent. Very nicely played. All right. We're gonna bring in Force of Vigor. Gonna bring in Outland Liberator. Gonna bring in Punishment. What do we take out here? Probably want to take out Eldritch Evolution. Do I want to bring in Necromentia? We could like name Urza or something. I mean, they didn't need Urza to kill us. I'm not sure Necromentia is where we want to be. Do I want any more copies of Endurance or Scavenging Ooze? Let's bring a Scooze to be safe. I don't know, maybe they have Thopter combo in there somewhere. Do I want Thoughtseize in this matchup? I don't think so. Not a huge fan of this hand. This one I like. Keep this one, probably get rid of a Wall of Roots. It's a pretty good start. So hoping for a Mana Dork on top, I think. Or, you know what would be good would be Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor on top would be very nice. Get rid of Urza's Saga Springleaf Drum. Huh. Yep, that's a Pithing Needle. On turn 1, naming Grist. Unfortunate. We are going to be able to get a turn 3 Yawgmoth, though. So, guess good thing they didn't name Yawg. Another Urza Saga. And Ignoble Hierarch. I kind of wanted you a little bit earlier, but if these two had been switched... No, we drew the land, right? Oh, well. Another case of my short-term memory not helping me out here, but it doesn't matter. Playing the Yawgmoth. Let's start killing their Memnites. Oh, we get an Endurance. That's actually kind of cool because we can use it to reset the Young Wolf. But we don't have enough to be able to kill the Karnstruct, unfortunately. Would have been cool if we could kill the Karnstruct here. But we only currently have 2 counters we can put on opponent's creatures. And that would cost us the Young Wolf and the Endurance. That's a lot. Whereas potentially we can just like hold back, deploy the Strangleroot Geist, Ignoble Hierarch, look to combo. As long as they only have 1 Pithing Needle in their deck and not 2. Generally, Pithing Needle is a 1 of. Do you imagine if we had drawn Force of Vigor during that thing where we were killing their Memnites? Kill the 2 Urza Sagas? That would have been so cool. Springleaf Drum is what they get. So yeah, they don't have another Pithing Needle then. Portable Hole. Alright, so they're going to be able to target the Young Wolf, and we'll draw a card here. Actually, I think it might be worthwhile to reset the Young Wolf, losing the Endurance, and we can just get rid of the Grist, since they have a Pithing Needle on Grist here. So first we target Yawgmoth, sacrifice Endurance. And then we target Construct, sacrifice Yawgmoth. So now the portable hole no longer is targeting our Yawgmoth. And we can move on with our lives. No Force of Vigor yet. But we do have the combo with Strangleroot Geist and Yawgmoth, so we are going to be able to draw a lot of cards, and they are tapped out. So let's start with that. Target, sack. Target, sack. Chord of Calling. Okay. So that should be GG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go get Cutthroat. Target, sack. And opponent scoops to the combo. Nice of them not to make us have to go through the whole thing. Yawgmoth combo can take quite a few clicks in order to get through the whole thing, especially if your opponent has their full life total. Yeah, quite a few iterations to get through a full life bar. And imagine, you know, like I've been playing some games in Pauper versus elves where like the life totals get into the triple digits, and trying to combo out an elf player when they have 200 life is just so painful. I've literally timed out trying to kill an elves opponent, just got them to like 6 and then timed out. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I don't like this one either. We have the Boseiju, though. Did not want a mulligan to 5. Dork. Nope. Oh, Unlicensed Hearse. Pretty good card against us. This is a lot of mana. Nettle Cyst. Oh, bye-bye attacks. So if we get Yawgmoth, Boseiju only costs 1 green mana. This thing's a bit of a pain, but it doesn't have Trample yet. So we'll probably just block it with a germ, or sorry, the insect. And they pass. Alright, let's play Twilight Mire. Tick up the Grist. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite enough for Yawgmoth yet. Maybe this is the turn where we use this Boseiju. Get rid of the unlicensed hearse, since that's stopping our combo. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Another Springleaf Drum. Their germ just getting larger and larger. Block. Don't feel too bad about giving them a land here. They seem to be at no problem with having mana. Verdant Catacombs. Oh, that could get us Dryad Arbor. That's pretty good, actually. +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to want to do the Chord of Calling on their turn because I want to use the insect as a blocker for the germ here. Go get Dryad Arbor. And cast Chord. Okay, they have Rebuke. And we draw another Chord of Calling. I was thinking maybe now is the time we use the Grist, kill the germ, but if we're just going to be able to go get another Yawgmoth, why not just go get another Yawgmoth? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we can actually attack with Geist and still have the mana for Chord. Do you have another Rebuke? No. Let's grab Yawgmoth. And I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice this insect token to draw a card. Putting a... hold on a second. I think we get a little bit more value. We could sacrifice the Strangleroot Geist first, and then sacrifice the insect to reset the Geist. We get an extra draw that way. Although this is worse versus some other things, like this. Get Boseiju. They have far too many artifacts for us to be able to turn off Metalcraft. Do I want to sacrifice the Dryad Arbor? I think so. Get an extra draw out of it. Nice. Alright, that's all we can do here. Still pretty good, I think. Make this Ooze a 3/3. They reveal Esper Sentinel, which is growing the germ here, as well as the Ingenious Smith. Still, we have more cards in hand. We have a Giant Planeswalker, and our Scavenging Ooze doesn't look too bad either. Okay, so they're going to equip the Esper Sentinel. Sure. Ditches that germ. I like that. Let's eat the Dryad Arbor, I guess. Whatever. Okay, play Wall of Roots. Add a mana with Wall of Roots. -2 Grist. Sacrifice Wall of Roots. Kill the Esper Sentinel. Scavenging Ooze will eat the Esper Sentinel. And then we could play the Grist, kill the Ingenious Smith. And attack for lethal. Nice. All right. Yep, this looks great to me. Too bad we're not on the play with this hand. Blood Crypt into... Is it Ragavan or Thoughtseize? It's Ragavan. All right, looking for a young wolf on top here. Oh no, it's Grief. Ragavan into Grief. What do you take here? Yawgmoth? Geist? Maybe you take Geist? Okay, taking the Yawg. So our unknown cards are to the right of the Cutthroat. Yeah, no blocks. Knight's Whisper. Looking for that land drop. They hit it. I was really hoping they were going to miss that, obviously. And a Thoughtseize to hit our Geist. So we're going to be able to play Cutthroat to block the Ragavan. Another Yawgmoth. Cool. Could play the Boseiju here. Get to keep the Verdant Catacombs for potential Dryad Arbor later. We need the black mana, though. Bit of a rough start, yep, but opponent did also hurt themselves with the evoked grief. We can get something out in front of this Ragavan, maybe we can stabilize. Hey, Knight Rider, so you got the mana to open a chest. Let me just hit F6 here, and during the opponent's turn, and we'll open that up. Alright, let's see what we get with one of these chesticles. 25 play points. That's the value of the chest just by itself. And we got Necromancer Dragon, a 5 mana 4/4 with flying. Whenever Necromancer Dragon deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and each opponent mills 2 cards. Cool. Alright, so we get the chance to block. I will absolutely do that. Another reason for Cutthroat over Blood Artist. Blood Artist would not have been good in that situation. That 1 power on Cutthroat makes a difference. By the way, speaking of Cutthroat, anyone here a fan of Critical Role? Because, to me, this looks a lot like Travis. Alright, getting back into the game here. Ooh, Verdant Catacombs, we could go get Dryad Arbor, so we could play Yawgmoth, get Dryad Arbor. I guess we don't need to get the Dryad Arbor immediately either. Can, like, respond and get it later. Have a good block for the Goblin Shaman. We could even just get rid of this, huh? It does give them another land, though. Whereas if we just leave it, we can kill the creature that this turns into with the Yawgmoth. I just need to find some good cards on top here and for Yawgmoth to survive a turn. Okay. Ooh, Kroxa into the yard. Oh, wow. That attack. They gotta have, like, Lightning Bolt or something, huh? Dryad Arbor, go to blocks. Block with Dryad Arbor. And put a counter on it. Another Yawgmoth. Here comes Kroxa, I guess. Kroxa is definitely scary here. We're going to have to discard the extra Yawgmoth, and we'll Boseiju the Fable. I really, really wanted something better than land here. Why did we produce green mana? Because we need it for the Boseiju. Right. Okay. Play this. Pay the life. Black. Geralf's Messenger. Boseiju, the Fable. I think I should have drawn a card first, actually. Yeah, I should have drawn a card first. Sacrifice this on here, maybe even sacrifice this to reset this, and sacrifice this again, because we could potentially have hit a Yawgmoth or a Strangleroot Geist. Now we can only hit Yawgmoth to win, but I think it's still worth to try and go for it here. Target, sack Messenger. Yawgmoth? Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Reset Messenger, sacrifice Ignoble. Target Kroxa, sacrifice Messenger. Yawgmoth? No, okay. Play Hierarch. And now we have a blocker for Kroxa, and we can reset the Messenger. We almost have them down. Almost have them dead. We could attack with Yawg, and then if they block, we can make their Kroxa a 3/3. And if they don't block, they die. Oh, one card away from the Yawgmoth. Oh, shit. We'll just discard the Eldritch Evolution here so we don't take any damage. Dothy Voidwalker, no problem. Seasoned Pyromancer. Actually, we have protection from humans, so Yawgmoth can just attack in and win. Sweet! Getting in for that Yawgmoth combat damage. Okay, we're playing against Rakdos. What do we want to do? We want to bring in Endurance, Scavenging Ooze, Punishment. Definitely pretty happy about getting that first game. Gives us a little bit of breathing room. Not the best hand here, but I would say keepable. Oh no! They got the grief thing. So I imagine they're going to give this Undying or something. spend a bunch of cards out of their hand to have a 4/3 with Menace and rip a ton of cards out of my hand while they're at it. Yup. And they can take the Wall of Roots too. Wow, that's brutal. Oh, we get the Endurance now? I mean, I guess if we had the Endurance in hand already, they would have grief taken the Endurance and we wouldn't have been able to interact anyway. Taking some damage. You have anything to follow up on the grief? Okay, fortunately no follow-up. Let's play the Skoos here. Kind of awkward playing Skoos right now, where we don't have any mana to be able to try and save it from a spell. So yeah, okay. Can Endurance target my own graveyard next turn? Oh, the Thoughtseize, though. Probably takes the Endurance. Yup. Opponent with a really strong start here. Of course, they do only have 2 cards left in hand. So if we can find a way to beat this grief, maybe we can win. Thoughtseize. That's going to get the Chord of Calling, so we can fetch and Chord of Calling for Dryad Arbor. We have to go get a forest if we want to do that. Okay, Thoughtseize reveals Boseiju. They get nothing. Damn it! We really needed to draw something. Alright, now we're dead to Lightning Bolt. That is not going to do the trick. That's unfortunate. Just drew lands. We're going to have to go to a game 3 here to try and get that trophy. Panda Ninja, what's up? Just fighting for a trophy here. Trying to get that 5-0 with Yawgmoth combo. Yeah, we'll keep this. I don't like the Dryad Arbor, but better to keep a 7-card hand. And we have Endurance, so we could like discard Dryad Arbor to the Endurance. Oh, no play from the opponent. Love to see it. We get a Yawgmoth. Very nice. So I think we'll just play the Twilight Mire, play Hapatra Yawgmoth. Alright. Blackcleave Cliffs from the opponent. Oh, and a Fury to wipe our board. Definitely one of the better Furies I've ever seen. And Village Rites on the Fury. Wow. Doesn't even play into the Endurance. No point in losing my Dryad Arbor to Endurance here. They just get to take it. So they got 5 cards in hand still, and we have 2? That's brutal. That's very appropriate, Git. Or a turn 1 Hierarch that untaps. Goblin Love. Love it. We are all about that Hierarch we get to untap with, right up until the opponent casts Fury and takes out all the extra cards that we were able to put into play with it. Here comes another Fury. Are you ready? Fury, wipe your board. Strangleroot Geist. Okay. Just attack for 5 here. Of course, they have action. Terminate the Yawgmoth. Yep. Just take 3 then. Need some Yawgmoth. Okay, Grief coming down. We have no cards in hand, so just a 3/2 Menace for 4 mana. Let's go ahead and crack our fetch land, go get a Overgrown Tomb. Chord of Calling. So we can go get a 3, we can go get Grist. We can get Grist, kill Grief, attack for 4. And they pass, and we draw Yawgmoth. +1 Grist. Thanks for the follow, friend. Put them to 2 with Yawgmoth on board. And they have the Fury to respond. Alright. This is going to be a bit of a pain. How are you targeting this? All 4 at the Yawg. Target, Strangleroot Geist, sacrifice, insect. I think they're gonna, like, rebuy this Fury. Boseiju. Looking to find, like, an endurance or something. We're just finding lands on top. Come on, deck. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Please don't have 2 of these things. Damn! Yeah, this is not, this doesn't care about how many counters or whatever it has on it. And Planeswalkers, so now we lose our Grist too. This game, we just drew so many lands. Oh well. They only have 1 card left in hand. Maybe this Grist can get there? Not sure if I want to make an insect or kill the Fury. If we kill the Fury and they have another one of these, we die. We could just make an insect and block the Fury for a turn. I mean, Grist Ultimate is lethal, if we can get there. Yeah, these draws have just been terrible. It's part of Yawgmoth, though. We have a lot of air in the deck. We can block with Wall of Roots here and win the game with Grist Ultimate. Another land? This is all I got, opponent. This is it. You have an answer for Grist Ultimate? You don't! Trophy with Yawgmoth combo! Alright, so this is the deck that we were playing with today, my favorite deck in Modern, and we had a pretty good showing today. I mean, we got pretty lucky with our matchups. We didn't see too many Furies. I don't think we saw any Solitudes. And yeah, like besides the one matchup we were playing against, Izzet Murktide, our first matchup. That one felt like a really difficult one. Every other matchup, I kind of felt like we were definitely in it with a solid chance. Even when, you know, we drew nothing but lands, we still managed to find a way thanks to Grist. And can you imagine, we used to play only one of these. When Grist was first released, we just splashed it because we thought, you know, okay, well, we can search it out. You know, we have Eldritch Evolution, we have Chord of Calling. Let's just play one Grist. And now most Yawgmoth decks are playing the full four of. Definitely has a lot of power, as we saw today. Either being able to flood the board with tokens, which makes our Chord of Calling better, being able to eliminate opposing threats like Ledger Shredders and Murktides, or, you know, being able to crack for the ultimate and actually just straight up win the game. That's pretty powerful. A lot of Grist can do everything. As far as the sideboard goes, we didn't get to use the Thoughtseize very much, taking up a full 4 slots for a card we didn't really use here. It is what it is. If our matchups had been different, then we would have been very happy to have those copies of Thoughtseize. Still very happy to have a Hapatra in the deck, even though it didn't really fulfill any role in this league. It has in many others, so definitely still satisfied with that. And yeah, if you're looking to build a Yawgmoth combo deck, then I think that you're definitely in the right place, choosing the proper deck. I definitely have, you know, like hot and cold runs with Yawgmoth. I got the trophy today, and that's pretty great. I've had, you know, like 0-3 drops as well. But anytime I'm playing the deck, I'm always very happy to be doing so. So highly recommend this deck to anybody looking to be playing a creature combo deck in Modern that can win in combat.